Ninja Kiwi, you never cease to amaze me. But anyways, welcome back to another video. I hope you didn't miss me that much, because oh boy, a new day means a new update, means new ways to trash talk this thing right now. 6.23 of BTD Battles has come, and with it came a new map and new balance changes that even others could question. So for now, let's just get into the action real quick, because first of all, before we get into the map, I want to test this out. Hope you don't mind. It's the classic routine of a segment I like to call "Did They Fix It?" And yeah, it's about go down Chinatown, and 3, 2, 1. Moving on from this little madness. I wasn't kidding when I said new map with this new update, and we're gonna get right into it, which is right now called Circuit Board. Now, I know some of you may not really recognize this layout or inspiration, but I know there's some old school people who do know about it or have been enlightened by the history of a certain thing. Yeah, Circuit Board kind of reminds me of that one beat map from Bloons TD 3, actually, which also felt very circuity, very digital. And to be honest, I quite like this design right here. So the neutral balloons and the sand balloons are gonna start all the way from down below and make their way up to the top, which means that the shield also appears on the end track, and only one of them just spawns in there, which I am amazed. Well, not really amazed, but I am glad that at least this shield works really well. And the track, while being very straightforward, kind of pun intended. And also, these little obstacles over here are actual obstacles.
No shit.
For now, let's just get right into the balance changes, in which I already saved a little snapshot while we're here, and balloon sends. Now, this is a sandbox mode, and I can't really check it on assault mode or defense mode, really, but space LEDs now are much tighter, from 1.5 second interval to 1.35 seconds, which means you will be able to send some more pressure much faster. But around 11 zebras, the around 11 space zebras, which is also sent faster from 0.6 to 0.54 seconds interval. It is quite interesting. I don't know, I mean, it is kind of subtle, but at the same time, yeah, a little subtlety goes a long way. Yeah, that's the balloon that's the balloon changes for now. But we should get to the towers. I dreaded this day to come, but the Dart Monkey has been hit once again with a set of balance changes, and this time, after the horrendous buff that it received in the last update, now we get a nerf to the Dart Monkey, which is targeting the Super Monkey Fan Club. And up to 7 Dart Monkeys instead of up to 10. Because why the H not? Also, I want to see just a little bit triple dart appears, because you know how razor sharp shots has been changed to pop more balloons, like up to 5 balloons per dart. Now I want to see if the triple dart is still the same old, I don't know, 5 darts on one end and 4 darts on the secondary darts, but we're gonna have to really group these balloons together, and one throw from it is gonna be just enough. All right, let's see it. Yep, that's about it. But yeah, that's gonna be up to 7 Dart Monkeys, so the one that activated the ability, and these other 6 topmost Dart Monkeys are gonna be turned into Super Monkeys for the new duration, the 15-second duration. After like a 20% buff to the razor sharp shots and all around efficiency, being able to defend ZOGs, now it's a 30% decrease in power. Hooray! Alright, Ninja Monkey. Sabotage supply lines. Now, balloons will go from 50% speed down to 60% speed, or up to 60% speed. So the Sabo now slows balloons by 40% of their speed. And I could show it right here with, I don't know, let's say a Sabo here compared to a pink balloon, as long as I can make it so. And then we're going to compare it to a glue striker, which, to a glue gunner, which does slow by 50%. So I activate Sabo, and let's see how far it takes for the pink to reach here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. That's about 9 seconds. Let's get the glue striker going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's a wild speed change. That's a wild reduction for the Sabo. Now this 40% speed is gonna really matter, which makes actually Absolute Zero the best slower in the entire game. Well, the glue gunner, we got the Bloon Dissolver, 33% speed, glue hose, 40% speed, which now ties with the new Sabo, and Absolute Zero slows it up down to 45% speed actually. Monkey Apprentice, after it got a little change to Summon Whirlwind, it got a little attack speed increase, but got its price increased by 100, so 2100. Now it's gone back to 2000 while retaining this speed, the speed buff to the Whirlwind. Does it really sound that a little familiar to you? Yeah, because Tax Sprayer also had that little problem. Its cost has been increased to 600 to match with the Blade Shooter, and then an update later it changed back to 500, and while still retaining that extra bit of speed. And the Dragon's Breath actually has more pierce. Again, more pierce compared to last update. Now it has 5 pierce instead of 4. Now if I'm gonna have to get a Moab Assassin here, and yeah, that fire is going through all 4 Moabs, just like so, which is gonna make it a tad bit better when it comes to group damage. But yeah, Dragon's Breath is overall better compared to last time, because from 3 to 4 and now 4 to 5. Hooray! Now, if you get to Glue Gunner, its base cost increased from 225 to 325. Some may say it was unnecessary, others say it was justified, and I say, did you see what they've done to the Glue Gunner? Yeah, they did decrease the cost by all the way down to 225 in some update, but they kept that price while buffing its base pierce to 2. Yeah, base pierce 2, and that went a little unnoticed for a long time. Also, Ninja Kiwi, please, if I get this, please, for the love of all that is holy, for my sanity, bake something with the pre-splatter glue, because this is a madness to watch. But also, what is also madness to watch is Glue Striker's cooldown, going from 45 to 55 seconds. Just a little, I don't know, a little here, a little there, something. Just gotta prepare myself just a little bit best. What is this change? Like, I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, this is some change, right? But why? Problem with the Glue Striker, obviously, sometimes just doesn't come to the cooldown. It comes to the freaking cost that it takes to just get to the Glue Striker with corrosive glue. Which, by the way, they still haven't fixed this. Glue Striker with corrosive glue ticks faster than the regular corrosive glue, which we're gonna witness a little shorter right here. Yep, you see that? This glue has been affected by the Glue Striker and just damages pigs faster. Yeah, but also, problem is, you can just sell Glue Striker and get Glue Hose pretty easy. Just getting to waste someone's money on the Camel Blues and all that. Go back to the Glue Hose just fine. Well, rant over.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
But also, oh crud. And also because it is like very freaking late game, it is like if somebody actually sends a BFB at you and he just hold on for a minute. What? Oh, God. Ninja Kiwi, I swear to God. I've had it with the shield, the problem on off-piste day, on bottomless pit and all that, but this sets a new high tone of what the fuck? How can you mess this up so bad? Like, even if I get Bloon dissolved, this motherfucker targets the BFBs just fine. But now, if you get Glue Hose, tries to target some balloons, but it can't. It cannot do that because, I mean, it can because it targets the Zoology right there and it already glues them. But the glue hose in itself just can't target the BFBs. What is this freaking bug? Like, I just noticed that right now and I'm in awe. And now if I send a ZOMG, all of a sudden these BFBs have been glued. Well, maybe it's because of the splatter effect, but at the same time, why? Okay, I don't know. I was already ticked off by the glue striker change, but now that I see this, I'm just like, I'm just now praying that 6.23.1 comes fast as hell, like Keemstar, and fixes this problem because this is a problem actually. Was this intended to happen? I'm genuinely curious. Like, was this really intended to happen for the glue hose to no longer target BFBs? I mean, it goes against the whole rule of targeting ZOMGs. Like, it targets ZOMGs but not BFBs. Okay, yeah. I'm just this speechless right now because okay, yeah, no, I'm not crying. I'm actually really rant mode here because I don't know who is still out there. I mean, no real offense, but at the same time, do I have to ask for someone competent here to just explain why this happened? Like, how this happened at all? It's just genuinely insane to think about it. Slowly but surely, they do something, but then they break something else. Like, I don't know. I'm just, okay, before I lose my mind, let's just fucking move on. Banana farm, 1100 cash. Yeah, just a little bit cheaper. 1-0 banana is just costly as a 2-0 banana. But at the same time, a 2-0 banana farm is going to be much more efficient at that rate. Value of bananas cost also decreased to 3,500 for the 50% bananas, but also the BRF has also been cost reduced from 14k to 12.5k. So that makes this BRF a little more contentious to the Bunky Bank, to the BIA maybe. I don't know. Just the thought of it having all this increased income and all the rivalry and all that. I don't know. I'm just gonna skip this one because are we gonna start a new streak of buffs to the Bloon Chipper? Like, it was already bad enough that the Omni Shredder rework had just so happened. But now we got to the other side of the spectrum. Bloon Chipper's faster shred actually, well, it says attack speed increased, but this doesn't look like 0.4 seconds. I believe what they meant with faster shred is that by the time the balloon enters the chipper, it then takes that amount of time to pop said balloon before spewing it back if it stayed alive. I think that's what it is meant to be, because 0.5 seconds, it was quite good, but I don't think it really justified on how the balloon chipper with faster shred, especially against mob class moves, would work to make it so significant. But I believe this change is specifically tailored for that. And I might want to see some gameplay just to see how more efficient faster shred gets to all the late game shenanigans with the ZOMGs and BFBs and all that. And now we've reached the barrier, the best for last. On the towers. Super Monkey's base price from 1800 to 1700, but here's the actual kicker. Its attack speed has been reduced by 20%. you can clearly see just how slow this Super Monkey is firing right now. Not only that, while sadly it still retains the 2 projectiles, its new attack speed values and the threat reduction from 2500 to 2200 might well justify this new price or this new little effect. And then you get to Plasma Blasts, which I'm sure it now properly halves the attack speed of the Super Monkey. Yeah, it is slightly more spaced apart compared to last time we saw Plasma Blasts. But yeah, I mean the base attack speed, if we go to Sun God and against the BFB, it does look a lot more spaced than usual. Now, if I get Pop Boost on the play here, I feel like that was the original attack speed of the Sun God right here. If you used Pop Boost just to emulate, right? Just to emulate to see how it looks. Yeah, but the change also affects the Temple's base attack speed. So now we see Temples with sunbeams a little more spaced apart compared to how it was right now, as I'm emulating right now with Pop Boost. Now they're a lot more spaced apart, which severely nerfs its base damage output, especially if you get sacrifices and each sacrifice tier adds another layer of damage to the Temple. But I'm also inclined to see that this issue has not been fixed at all, or maybe they intended it to be like this. But the Temple Raise is supposed to go through layers. But if I go Damage Boost, and now I set Ceramics, and now the Rainbows are reduced to Green Balloons, or Ceramics down to, yeah, because it does 5 layers of damage right now. Not only the base Super Monkey, Sun God, and Temple, but the Robo Monkey is also affected. And if I do a side-by-side with the Super Monkey, and I set it a BFB, you will just see maybe a smidge faster than the Super Monkey, which does show. And if you get a Plasma, you can really see how affected the Robo Monkey has been. Especially with all this little pricing, it's got like 1100 cash and all that just to get this reduced Robo Monkey. I feel like the Robo Monkey's just got a little bit worse when it comes to being more up damage. But also, surprise, surprise, the Technological Terror is also affected by this. And its cost got decreased from 22,000 to 20,000. And if I send a ZOMG with base Techno Terror, I mean base or laser blast, it doesn't matter. But if we go Plasma, that space between the Plasma balls gets reduced, which means I mean it might be actual double damage now with the Techno Terror. Let's say, I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, outside of the ability right here, which everyone uses because the celery buy option exists for the Techno Terror. But yeah, now that the Plasma Blast actually affects Techno Terror other than just increased Pierce is really shocking, or I don't know, I should feel amazed about it. But I'm not sure about the competitive community because you know me, I'm just the guy with the extra cards and all that. Now, I saved this balloon change for last because I feel like it is going to be very, very impactful to how late game is going to be. Especially when it comes to Candy Skill's latest late game record of around 120 and beyond. The ZOMG right here, everybody's favorite Zeppelin of mighty gargantuaness, now has a speed cap. A minimum speed cap. Which means you can no longer make the slowest ZOMG possible with Sabo, with Absolute Zero, with Glue, and most importantly with Big Blue Slow added to the equation. So, okay, I'm gonna just get all of these right now. And if I send a ZOMG and a BFB, activate Big Blue Slow, activate Sabo, activate Ice, activate Glue, you see how slow this BFB is. I mean, it is around 1 BFB or around 30 BFB. But look how slow it is. It is barely moving. And you see the ZOMG, it actually moved a bit because The OMG speed cap is now set to a minimum of 50%. No matter how many slows you add to the mix, Ninja Glue Ice, that combo's pretty much dead. I mean, I think if you would still pop the OMG layer, it would, yeah, it's still slowed as hell. Oh, it looks so bizarre seeing this BFB and these BFBs just being slowed as hell. Yeah, the triple slow strategy has been nerfed. You can see the cripple Moab can still stall it. Yep. The cripple Moab can still stall the OMG Bloons, which is a buff to stall strategies or like mortar strategies, but only to the OMGs. I might add, only to the OMG Bloons and all that, and that's about it. Anything that's BFB and Moab are still going to be fully affected by the triple slow plus big blue slow and all that slow. So yeah, that's pretty much about it with all the new BTD Battles balance changes. And I would like to say C rank. It's a C tier update. It could be D because of Glue Striker, and Bloon Chipper being once again plagiarizing patch notes with its stupidity. Actually, I might make a meme out of it, which I'm gonna post right now.
Yes.
But yeah, that's pretty much about it with the balance changes. Please let me know your thoughts about this patch, even if you're new, even if you're old, even if you're one of the pros watching all the high arenas. Maybe I could see the Balance TV and witness whatever the hell there's to it. Also, maybe I don't know, something about Balance TV just commentating. Oh, BFB Coliseum Surround Crucible Black Pit. I feel like these guys are now gonna try the new balance changes actually, but yeah, I feel like I'm gonna end it on a Balance TV, a little Balance TV replay, like throughout all that, just to summarize that. Yeah, while this update is interesting, that's also gonna put some work on me updating extra cards as always, because why the hell not? But yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I sure hope I'm gonna be a little more frequent, but you know me, I really don't keep my promises, as I may have said a few months back. But yeah, they're just, I don't know. Real life and aging is slowly decaying my time on making these videos. Hope it's really understandable for some of you right here. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, a little like, a little subscribe, but that costs nothing at all. But it informs me that you are interested in my content, even if it is as rare as the snow in December right here. But yeah. Until next time, peace.